Welcome one and all to CES 2023, held in the beautiful Sin City, Las Vegas. This is going to be my first upload from CES, and while I did get to try some amazing products over there, some of which I'll be grouping together, this one definitely deserved its own upload. This was one of my favorite things to test at CES. The new Vive headset is here. So without further ado, let's take an in-depth guide into the new Vive headset, which might become my new favorite headset right here, right now on VR Central. First off, I want to thank Vive for allowing me to try this headset. It was fun, it was a joy meeting all of them, and I wish them success in whichever direction they decide to go with this. I also want to let you guys know that I'll be leaving some stats and numbers on the screen, as well as details about what game I'm playing in case you're like, okay, what are you actually testing out? Just so I can give all of you some additional clarity. I also want to say at the beginning of this video, yes, I am extremely enthusiastic about this headset. Like I said, it might be my new favorite headset, just based off the preliminary testing. I didn't get to do very extensive testing because obviously I don't own this product, and I didn't get to use my normal testing methods in order to get the full understanding of this. However, it's great. It's an amazing product that I happen to enjoy. I'm not getting sponsored by these guys or anything, but I did like it overall, and I'll be talking to you guys about the good and the bad of this new headset. First off, I want to give you guys some numbers in case anybody here is analytical like me, or if you already have one of these types of headsets and you want to see how it compares in case you're looking to get something new. Here's a chart that shows that... Oh, hold on a second. Hey, Ivan, I know we've funded an entire trip to CES, but for the love of God, can we look at the budget to get some color on the chart? Thank you. Here's a chart that shows how the Vive XR Elite, the new Vive headset we're reviewing, compares to the Valve Index, the headset that I use the most for my PC VR content, and the leading brand for VR, the Oculus Quest, or as some newer VR users may know it as the Meta Quest. The display numbers shown on the first row show the resolution for each eye that is on the headset. The second row shows the standard refresh rate measured in hertz. The third row shows the field of view. However, the field of view will actually vary depending on your IPD, or in layman's terms, essentially where you move the lenses back and forth to match where your eyes are on your face. The fourth row shows the weight measured in grams, and in case you guys aren't too familiar with grams, depending on where you are in the world, I also added in a weight conversion for those that use pounds. Then of course we have the battery, storage, and price. The Vive XR has a display resolution that is greater than the Quest. The hertz level for the Vive XR is the same as the highest hertz level on the Quest, but not as high as the Valve Index can go. The Quest has different hertz level settings because it can't handle all games at the max hertz level. You can put some games in 90 Hz on the Quest. However, if you try to do all games in 90 Hz, there are some that are going to have lag, frame drops, etc. The Vive XR Elite field of view is 110 degrees, which is higher than the Quest 2, but not up to the Valve Index. For the weight, you can see how heavy the Valve Index is in grams and pounds, as well as how heavy the Quest is. I did not get an exact measurement of the weight that I could find on the site. However, the keynote says it is 602 grams, which is 1.33 pounds. The Valve Index is not a standalone headset, however, so battery and storage do not apply to it, but when you compare it to the Oculus Quest, the Oculus Quest can have a battery life of up to 3 hours, while the Vive XR Elite has a battery life of up to 2 hours. Additionally, the Quest and the Vive XR Elite both have a storage of 128 gigabytes. And then there's the price comparison altogether, where the Valve Index has a price of $1,000 with everything. It comes with the 2 base stations, the 2 controllers, and the headset itself. The Oculus Quest, if you can get the headset and the controllers for $400, and the Vive XR Elite is $1,100 that comes with the headset and the controllers. Now, while the price may be an instant turnoff to some of you compared to the Quest, I do want to let you know about the versatility of this headset because, in my opinion, this is like getting multiple products in one. This is what the product normally looks like, and you'll see me wearing this in the videos while I'm testing this. However, this can be used different ways. The back is actually detachable, and it can turn into the Vive Flow, which for those of you unfamiliar with the Vive Flow, it's a product similar to the Oculus Go that came out a while back. It's mainly used for just watching videos or seeing photos in a 360 type environment, playing very light games, etc. So yes, the entire back of the Vive XR Elite is just for a battery. All the processing goes on the entire front end of the headset. Additionally, you can also hook it up to your PC just like the Quest 2. You can wirelessly stream from your computer into the Vive XR, or you can plug it directly into your PC PC through the port on the top back of the headset where you would normally use to charge it. Now, as far as the tracking and controllers go, the tracking is, yes, full inside-out tracking, just like the Quest. Not only does it track the controllers, but it can also track your hands and individual finger movements. And as you can see here, I'm displaying exactly that. One hand is using a controller, the other does not have any kind of tracking on it at all. It is fully being tracked by the cameras on the Vive XR. On the right, you can see the controllers that I'm using now with the Vive XR Elite. These are the controllers that were designed for the standalone Vive Focus that came out a while back. And if you've ever used any kind of Oculus products, you can see that this is most comparable to the Rift S controllers. And yes, with the limited testing I was able to do, these were comfortable, but I do need to do more extensive testing to know exactly how they're going to perform over time. However, I think the thing I'm most proud of is the pass-through camera capabilities. I can't exactly give you a good representation of it. I can't just hold up my phone to the lens and you're going to see exactly what I see, but it was almost an exact one-for-one of everything that I was seeing with my actual eyes when I was taking on and off the headset. Now, while this may be a bit of an exaggeration to do it the entire time, this headset is comfortable enough and it looks good enough through the pass-through camera. I would be fine walking around CES just having this on my head, just watching everything through the pass-through camera. Additionally, the pass-through camera capabilities also allow for mixed reality type games. As you can see here on the screen, one of my friends here, Creeper Betty, is currently shooting at things that we can't see. It measures out the room and actually has portals coming out of the walls in this game for you to shoot at, all through the pass-through camera. There are so many capabilities with this headset, and I am astonished by it, but also extremely excited for what direction it's going to go in. Now, for those of you that know me, you know that I'm a very avid PC VR player, and that's what I would normally use this for. However, on a standalone perspective, the biggest thing that they will have to get through is the fact that they have their own store. They're not going to be using the Quest store. It's not going to be directly on Steam for their standalone store. They have their own standalone store. This will be an extremely hard challenge to get through. Sure, it'll be very easy to contact the larger companies like Big Box to put Population 1 on there, Downpour Entertainment to put Onward on there, etc. However, there is a massive library with hundreds of games that are all on the App Lab part of Oculus. And so even if you did have the disposable income to get a new headset, would you be able to play your favorite games? Would Vive have the influence and the pull and possibly the funds if they needed to pay these developers to put even some of the smaller popular App Lab games onto this headset? And that is my challenge to all of you at Vive. If you're working at Vive, if you're trying to get this headset out there, my challenge for you, contact me. I've been working with a lot of these developers for years and years. I want to be able to help this headset grow. The only way that we're going to have any progress with making VR better is competition. This offers the competition, it just needs to cross that extra hurdle. So my challenge for you, contact me. I want to have all of the best games, popular and indie, on this headset by release. And yes, before I forget to mention this, I know that it looks a little hidden, but yes, it does have a microphone and speakers on the sides of the headset that do offer directional audio. I will need to do some additional testing if I do end up getting this headset to be able to see how the tracking is with different games, how I can play with my normal long play sessions, and just how it feels overall to have this thing on my head for hours and hours on end rather than bouncing around to different stations like I did at CES. So my final notes with the limited testing I was able to do: it's versatile, it's comfortable, high resolution, great pass-through camera, and I think this could be one of the next best headsets. I could just take it around with me, have it draped around my neck, and I'll barely even notice that it's there because it's really not that heavy. Thank you all for watching. I hope you found this helpful. I'll be leaving some videos playing in the corners over here in case you want to see anything else that the channel has to offer. I'll be releasing some other videos very soon about all my other experiences at CES, and I hope you can stay tuned to see the rest of them. Without further ado, I'll be closing out the video, and I hope all of you have a fantastic day.